Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will demonstrate the planting process of clematis. I have bought these clematis for more than half a month. The potted Purpurea plena elegans was bought from Home Depot and has appeared in the previous video. The others are bare root clematis bought from Costco. When I bought them, the outdoor temperature was still relatively low, so I didn't rush to plant them. Recently, the temperature has steadily risen, and it is a good time to plant them. I plan to plant this Purpurea plena elegans under a big tree. In order to prevent the roots of the big tree from robbing it of nutrients in the early stage of growth, I will plant it semi-ground. Because the seedling is not yet old, it can be planted semi-ground in its original pot. The process is also relatively simple. First, dig a hole in the ground. The diameter of the hole does not need to be too large, as long as the flower pot can fit in it. The depth does not need to be too deep, about 1/3 to 1/4 of the height of the flower pot. Try to make the soil at the bottom of the hole softer, so that the roots of the clematis can quickly adapt to the environment and take root smoothly. Next, cut off the bottom of the flower pot, and be a little careful when cutting to avoid damaging too many roots. Then put the whole flower pot in the hole, and fix it with soil around it to prevent it from being knocked over by wind and rain in the future. Finally, insert the variety label, and the semi-ground planting is completed. I will interplant these bare root clematis with various climbing roses. We need to pay attention to color matching and planting distance at least 30 centimeters away from the rose root system. Dig a hole in the planting bed that doesn't need to be too big, just enough to put the bare roots in, and then backfill the soil. Note that if the bare roots of the clematis have sprouted, the new sprouts should be left outside the soil to continue growing. The branches and leaves of the clematis like the sun, but the roots prefer a cool and humid environment. After planting, cover them with a layer of protection to prevent the roots from being exposed to the sun. Finally, insert the variety label, and the bare root clematis ground planting is also completed. After all the clematis are planted, remember to water them to establish roots. Then it is regular water and fertilizer maintenance. In addition, clematis is a climbing plant that grows upward by wrapping petioles or tender stems around supports. After they survive, they need to be provided with grids, fences, flower racks, arches or pillars as climbing structures. Faster-growing clematis varieties can bloom in the spring and summer of the same year after being planted in early spring. Most varieties need to adapt, usually growing branches and leaves in the same year and blooming in the spring of the following year. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe, like, comment and forward. See you next time.